Hey guys, it's Jeremy Galloway, NPC bodybuilding competitor again. Today I want to talk about some of the just supplements that I take and daily vitamins that I take for just general health. We've talked a little bit about proteins and pre-workouts and all those kind of things, bodybuilding supplements. These are just some of the ones that I like to take for health and maintenance. You can see I've got several up here, and I take several different vitamins every day in the morning and then at night as well. I'll go through some of these with you and like I said, give you a little bit about what they're for, and if you have questions, feel free to message me and I'll be happy to go into a little bit more detail with you. But one of the things that I like to take, I obviously take a men's daily vitamin. This is going to have an assortment of the things that your body needs to help function correctly. So I have always had a daily vitamin in my diet as well. So, and they have them for different ages. Obviously, the older you get, they've got a men's 50 plus, which is going to have more lycopene and things like that in it, which is good for your colon and things like that. So it kind of depends on age and things like that as far as when it's come down to a daily vitamin. But this is one of the ones that I like to use. One of the others that I have here is a probiotic. Probiotics help with digestion. The older I get, and I still eat a lot of food, obviously for training and competing and things like that, probiotics will help me digest that. I've always had a problem. I've had great abs, things like that, but I've always had a problem with feeling bloated, a distended stomach, things like that. Then the last couple of years, I've started using the probiotics, and it's really helped me out a lot with that. It's just, I feel myself, I digest the food easier, and I don't have as much upset stomach, and my bloating in the stomach has gone down as well. One of the other things that I take for that, and this has really made a huge difference, is psyllium husk. Not the most tasty thing out there, but I mix 2 tablespoons with water at night, and it definitely helps. I've definitely seen a difference in the bloating in my stomach. So if you're looking for something because you have the same problem, this I highly recommend, the psyllium husk. One of the other vitamins that I like to take is vitamin C, obviously. When I'm training hard, especially in the off season, in the winter, things like that, you know there's plenty of germs going around, gyms are dirty places. Vitamin C is going to help with your immune system, so that way you can keep from getting sick in training. So I will use that on a regular basis as well. One of the other vitamins that I like to use is your vitamin D. Vitamin D is important for a bodybuilder. It's something that needs to be in your regimen. And also you get vitamin D from sun, so if you can get some sun out there, that's good for you as well too. But vitamin D is definitely part of my daily regimen as far as vitamins. One of the other vitamins that I use is 5-HTP. And I like that because it's a serotonin uptake vitamin. So it basically increases the serotonin in your body, which basically just helps with mood, stress, and things like that. You know, I work a regular job, a full-time job, so stress is a big thing for me, and I do my best to maintain it by training regularly and trying to get the sleep that I need and those kind of things. But 5-HTP is definitely something that I like to use to help aid that. One of the other vitamins that you see here is vitamin B12. This is great for energy. So I try to get my sleep at night, but everybody needs a little bit of a help here and there. So I feel like this helps keep my energy levels higher and stay motivated for training. So B12 is something that I use on a regular basis as well. This also comes in the form of shots, but like I said, I prefer the pill version. One of the other things that I have here is saw palmetto. As I get older, I'll be 43 in October, so obviously, you know, one of the things I want to try and make sure that I keep in good health is my prostate and things like that. That's what the saw palmetto is for. It's a little expensive, but it's totally worth it, and I definitely feel that it's made a difference. And I can give you a little bit more details on that. Like I said, if you have questions on it, you want to message me, but that's a part of my daily regimen now as well. One of the other that I use is tonillin. CLA, which is conjugated linoleic acid, and that helps with building lean muscles. So it's kind of a bodybuilding supplement as well, but as you get older, it's definitely something that I like to take to help maintain and you know, gain any kind of lean muscle that I can. So that is that's one I like to use on a daily basis also. One of the other vitamins that I use is your alpha lipoic acid. That's an important piece of my diet as well, or excuse me, my vitamin regimen as well. And then I've got your fish oil or omega-3s, which are great for the heart. So I measure, you can take those like candy. That's what my doctor said. So I'll take several of those per day in the morning and at night. It helps keep the arteries from hardening and those kind of things. So this is very good for your heart and cardiovascular health. Arginine, this is also good for cardiovascular health, but it also helps with basically pushing blood and blood flow. So I like to use that. I feel like my pumps are better. I feel like the blood flow in my body is better. So that's something that I use on a daily basis as well. And finally, I use milk thistle. Obviously, you know, with some of the things that you do in the bodybuilding world, you want to do what you can to protect your liver. If you know you're going to be drinking or something like that as well, I mean, it definitely helps with protecting that liver so that way you don't damage it as much. So I highly recommend throwing in, whether you're you know, you like to drink alcohol, which I don't drink too much, but like I said, if you do drink on a regular basis, or like I said, you're in the bodybuilding industry, this is something that can help protect your liver. So that and a lot of water. So these are some of the things that I like to use on my daily regimen. If you have any questions, anything that that you're curious about, don't hesitate to message me, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. Talk to you guys soon.